Okay, so you've also been attending the school a little bit, right? More or less, yeah. So if you could, like, say, what's some of the biggest differences between the Danish school system and the American? I know there's obviously sports as an integrated part of the school in America, but, like, you can also mention that, but some other differences between school systems.
I saw that what I like about this school is that there's like art on the walls, and there's places where you can relax when you have an off period or whatever. America, they only have like the library that you can go, but you have to be really quiet, you can't really talk, and like the cafe, which is like, I feel you guys are more relaxed in school. If you, and you guys have breaks, I believe,
Yeah.
right? We have like one break of 45 minutes, but usually you just eat lunch. That's
Yeah.
it.
And sometimes, for example, me, I have a very busy schedule, so I don't have a lunch period. I only have one off period every other day. So I'm basically going from class to class from 7:20 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon.
And you
And
have like 5 minutes to get to the class, and if you're late, it's like they put you as late, and it's just annoying.
It's annoying, yeah. But I feel like, I don't know, like, you guys are more chill. Like, you come to school and it's just like, huh, nice, like artsy, cool. When you go to the United States and it's just like
It's just
stress,
bricks.
ball of stress.
Our school is maroon and white, so it's like literally the color of bricks.
Yeah, okay.
So it's just, you're just there walking to the classes, next class, next class, next class. You don't really have a relaxing period. Or you guys do yoga in gym, I heard?
Yeah, sometimes.
We don't do yoga in gym. You actually have to go outside and run like a maniac around the track field. Which is, I don't know, I like it here. It's just, I feel like you guys, I don't like that you guys leave like at 4 p.m. Like really late, 3:30.
Yeah.
We finish at 1:50. So, and people have, like, teenagers, we work. So, like, my job starts at 2. So I have 10 minutes from my school to my job. And if I was to come here, I would get out of work really, really late. Which is, you know, I don't know.
Not
I
good with
wouldn't.
homework. It doesn't work.
The homeworks at our schools are like hours of homeworks. And I heard here, like, sometimes they don't even check it. And if you don't do it, they're like, it's whatever, you know.
It's not fair.
Like,
They're
some
so
teachers,
cool.
it's really annoying. If you don't do your homework, you get detention. And it's really dumb, but then at the same
Yeah.
time, it helps you out. It helps you
Yeah.
learn. But like me and her, we'd be texting, asking what's the homework, like at 2 in the morning,
Yeah.
talking about homework because we have a lot to do.
If you check my phone, most of the things are papers that are due the next morning.
Yeah, we're like, homework, do this side, and I'll do the other side, and we do that. But then we have school at 7:20, so we gotta wake up at 6. So sometimes we.
I feel like we were stressing you out and
Yeah,
you're
I was
just talking
stressing
about
you
it.
Yeah,
We usually like sleep 4 to 6 hours. Here, I slept 8 hours. Say I have not slept 8 hours since I was like 14. I'm 17. Like, high school is really stressful, which is why kids drop out and just, you know, because here you need education to be a janitor or things like that. I heard.
Yeah.
Over there, no, you don't need an education to be a janitor or a garbage man or whatever. And I once heard that a garbage man in America, they get the same income as a teacher. So it's like the teacher, they get the same money,
More or
but yet the
less.
teacher, like, they go 4 to 8 years of school.
You guys get paid.
You guys get paid. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't get money. Like, no.
That's not fair.
I worked my ass off to come here. I worked my ass off with work, and then my sister, I paid half of it because it was like $2,000, which is 14,000 kroner.
Cronuts?
Oh,
Cronuts.
Yeah. But it's not a lot though. You guys, I believe, if you live at home and things like that, you don't get a lot.
no, you
It's
just
like
get about.
$200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like what I gained like in a week and a half.
I also
my
work on
job.
the side of school.
That's another thing. Kids get stressed out about it because there's places where you have to work, like they take from 2 p.m. to like 9 or 8. When you get home really late and you do homework and you don't sleep, so you're stressing out. And you just, like, people cry about it and things like that. But that's how
I
life
cry
is.
without working. But
Yeah, she doesn't work.
I don't work. I'm not allowed to work because of my parents. They're like, you should focus on school, that kind of stuff.
I had that
But it's still
before.
stressful.
Yeah, it's stressful. Especially, I worked in the summer because there was no school in the summer. And this is the first year that I actually worked during school. And my friends used to do that, and they would always complain that they're always tired, which is true because after school, you're tired. You just want to go home and take a nap. But you know you have work. So you're like, fuck it, we have to just get it over with, let's go to work. And then work sometimes is annoying with the people or whatever. And then you get home stressed out. And then, like your parents are stressed out as well. So you're fighting with them, and it's just,
You don't want to see her in the morning.
don't talk, no, trust me, they already experienced it because it's the first time we actually like slept in the same place in the hotel. But whatever the hell you tell me in the morning, I don't remember. And probably, like she was saying, I was bitching at her, and I was like, I don't remember
I
talking
think
to you.
I don't think you can say that word. It's at school.
Binge, there you go. BH or whatever. And I don't know, like I feel like school in America is really stressful. Which makes me wonder, like, what the hell am I doing in America? I'm not American. I'm Hispanic. I should be back in my country, but then again, over there it's hard
Move
as
to
well.
Canada.
Move to Canada.
Canada's a lot nicer.
Yeah, especially with Trump. Like, Trump woke up the racism in Americans, which is like, even, it was never like this, you know? And like, people like now, because they see me, I'm not like a regular American, and they look at me weird, and I hear them talking about me, but I don't care what the hell people think about me, just bye, next. But if they come at me, like, you know the hats that say, Make America Great?
Yeah.
The day that Trump was elected, it was like, we were all sleeping, it was like 12 midnight.
I actually stayed up.
I was knocked out.
Stayed up too.
They didn't give us homework that day because they wanted all of us to watch that shit. But I was like, I literally felt like we don't really, I mean, I'd rather Bernie than anyone else.
We loved them. Well,
Yeah.
Hillary had her issues as well.
Yeah.
But Trump was worse. And like less than 50% of Americans voted. So that's not even 50% of what Americans actually wanted.
Yeah.
And like, I was so mad. I'm 17 and I don't turn 18 until May. So I couldn't vote. But some of my friends could vote. And they all voted for Hillary because we'd rather Hillary than Trump.
Sure.
When Trump
New York
won,
is a Democratic state, so
Yeah.
a lot of people are very liberal.
it was
But
crazy.
actually, in our county, which is like our town, a lot of people voted for Trump, which is actually kind of
It's
scary.
weird. We didn't know until like the day that he got elected. People had the hat on. Teachers were crying because they were like, "No, this is gonna be a bad country now or whatever."
Yeah.
And so far, the Muslim ban happened, which was crazy because it was chaotic for one day. It was a Saturday, I believe, and
Yeah. There's a lot of protests. I was actually in the protests.
we were in the protest together.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like
good.
it's not fair, you know. At first Muslims, and now they're gonna supposedly attack Hispanics. Like, what the hell have I done to you? I understand there's some Hispanics that are lazy. I'm not gonna lie, that they literally, like, they ask the government to pay their rent. They ask the government to pay their phone bill, like everything. They're living for free, and that's where they should limit them. But like, my parents never asked the government for money ever, and they don't want to do that, which is why they involve me. Education. And like, I feel like it's unfair. Like I was telling you guys, it's so unfair because a lot of Hispanics come here to be someone in life, be someone better. And they are trying to help the government out by paying taxes. But that's the thing, we pay taxes, but we don't get taxes back. Americans do get taxes back, you know? So it's annoying, and then like, we're scared. People are like, they don't want to drive because they're scared that the cops might stop them and ask them for their license. They don't have a license, get arrested, sent back to their country. Actually, the day we came here, Thursday, when we flew here, there was a boycott where Hispanics didn't go to work, and they didn't leave their house, as in they didn't go out and bought anything, you know, to show, like, you know, the Americans and Trump that how would America be without the Hispanic population. And we have 4.1 million Hispanics.
A lot of Hispanic businesses closed down.
Mhm.
Well, those that could afford it, of course, but a lot of businesses closed down. People didn't show up to work.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure of the effect. We haven't
We
really
left,
looked
so
at
we have no idea. We are
We
interested
haven't
to know
kept
what's
up,
going on. But then 2 days ago in the car ride here with my Dane, she told me that they said that Trump is telling now policemen to help him out, throw out Hispanics, illegal Hispanics, which is insane. We're millions of
11
Hispanics.
million.
11 million Hispanics there.
Actually, the town next to ours, it's a I guess it can be considered a sanctuary city.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of Salvadorians, a lot of Central Americans.
Central Americans, yeah.
And if you go to the street, a lot of people, if you stop somebody, most likely they're going to be illegal.
They are.
So they're attacking these cities, and they're saying, oh, and there's this very small white population, and that small white population is the one who say, oh, the police needs to get them, and like they're probably rich because they have like 11 cars and so on and so forth. What they don't know is that yeah, they have 11 cars, but they belong to 11 different people living in a house meant to be for 7 people.
Exactly.
So they're all cramped out in a small house. Like they rent a basement, they rent one room, they rent another room, they rent an entire floor. So we're all cramped. That's something that a lot of people don't know, and I think
Yeah, now that the racism's coming that if you're Hispanic, you're Mexican. That's not true. And
that's always been a problem.
There's always no, like I didn't really mind it until now when the first thing I ever heard about Trump was him saying, "Oh, they're bringing rapists, they're bringing criminals, blah 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 blah." And in my head, I'm like, "Who the hell is this man? I never heard of him." And then I hated him from the beginning. My whole family hates him. People were upset, and we don't even know how he won. No one likes it in our school. Like some, may like him, but not the majority.
No.
But then again,
Not blue
Hispanics
state.
can't vote. Like, if you're not a U.S. citizen, you can't vote. So you don't have a voice in Congress and in the government or whatever. Like, my mom voted, but my dad, no. Couldn't. He's an immigrant. He's illegal. And even if you're legally in the United States, you have a permanent residence, you can't vote because you're not a citizen. So, like, not even half of the voice was, out there. Because I'm pretty sure if other people could vote, Trump would never won.
Well,
The
but then you
election.
have the electoral state, which is, well, the electoral college in the U.S., which is basically says, screw all of you, we're voting for this guy.
Exactly.
Of course, with the representation and everything, but it's just a different measure. It's not based on population and the popular vote. But I think I want to change it a little. I want to change it up a little bit and look at the positive aspect of all of this.
Yeah.
Because one thing that I think it's really positive about this is that a lot of people are coming together for what the right thing is.
Mm-hmm.
And we have protests, we have people speaking out their voices, and then it's when it doesn't matter where you're from. You can be Hispanic, you can be Asian, Black, Arab, or wherever you're from. You're speaking your voice, and we're seeing this movement that wasn't seen since the '60s with Vietnam. That a lot of people protested against it, and they actually managed to have some sort of effect in the government. But now we're doing, and I think after Martin Luther King, a lot of these things didn't happen in the U.S. And now everything's starting to rise up again with various things, with women's rights, immigrant rights, between other things. And I think that's a wonderful thing. That even though we might have this evil, well, what I see as evil, this guy as a president with a questionable cabinet, with a questionable Congress that may agree with whatever he says, after 4 years or even after 2 years with the new Congress election, we might have we may have more politicians that stand up for the right thing and that will fix these things. I think that's a good aspect